am your planetary defense commander, and after the rains, sometimes come a rainbow. And so, here I am in Houston, Texas. It's been a rainy, thunderous day, and we get a rainbow. I love rainbows. Rainbow! And so, yeah, the energy's been super duper 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 heavy, the last week for me, because we've got India getting hit as hard as anyone's been hit by the crisis, and then you just got what's going on in the Middle East nonstop. And then now you got the crypto bros warring with the crypto bros. So I'm hoping maybe this will be a good sign that the heavy energy will start to lift. Though you guys are all on super duper mega high alert for the rest of this week and technically through July for super flooding season. But yeah, I was told the rainbow is proof of the covenant between man and God. And so I know a lot of people are out there trying to always sell the end times, like no matter what's happening. Remember, they wrote the New Testament and they edited, put it together in 70 years AD. And so since the dawn of time, people have been saying it's end times. And I really don't, I don't think the world is going to end in the next 10 years. I just don't believe that. And I believe I will probably be alive for the next 10 years. And so that's why I am always so adamant on, look, y'all, okay, if we get raptured or if Jesus descends from the clouds, you ain't got a plan for that. You got a plan for what happens if we are here for another decade. And we've been watching our world slowly backslide into hell since 2001. And partially, man, I think they figured out cryptocurrencies in 1980. And then, so the 9/11 was just a slow way to implement cryptocurrencies. So they had it on a chart. And then in 2020. So at the end of the day, all the bullshit was just so the rich could get richer. But karma's real. And people get surprised all the time. I don't care if you're Bill Gates or an average Joe. God and the universe are going to surprise you at some point in time. God is going to know some shit you don't know, you never even thought of, that you never even comprehended was possible. So yeah, some days are heavy and dark and we think things will never get better. And then some days are great and the best days we ever had. Yeah, I definitely think this energy is going to be crazy with Saturn going retrograde and then the full blood moon lunar eclipse. I believe in the lunar eclipse energy. That stuff is wild. Yeah, it's beautiful. And what's weird is one day I was just sitting out here playing my guitar, daydreaming about Ariana Grande, and then a giant rainbow came out in the same place. And so she just got married today or yesterday. So congratulations to her. I wish her and her husband the best. And I gotta give a shout out to her manager, Scooter Braun, because at least under his management, his clients are allowed to publicly get married and, stay relevant. And at times take chances and just be who they really are. So you gotta give them credit for that. I do anyways. You don't have to. You ain't gotta give credit to anybody. I always hear people say, I'm a self-made man. I'm like, what does that even mean? You never met anybody? You never had parents? You never had teachers? You gave birth to yourself? What does a self-made man even mean, man? I don't even know. But This rainbow has definitely cheered me up. It reminded me that there's magic all around us, and there will continue to be magic all around us. Although there's gonna be flooding, pretty sure of that. Somewhere over the rainbow. Yeah, the camera's not picking it up as bright and as well as it is here. It's a gorgeous, straight up, magical double rainbow. Houston, Texas. After a day of wonderful thunder and wonderful rain. I heard everybody talking about like, oh yeah, they did a 60 minutes on UFOs. Cheers. I'm like, yeah, and I've mentioned, I don't know, I may or may not be related to Valiant Thor, the Venus dude who came to Earth in 1955 and stayed at the White House for a couple weeks and was like, look, Venus wants peace and love on Earth, but Mars is gonna try and sell you some bullshit cryptocurrency and is gonna keep you guys just fighting nonstop while they try and destroy your planet like they destroyed their own planet. Don't let it happen. Well, it's definitely been an interesting battle since then. And we'll see what happens. You know? And you know, it's funny, you always hear Elon Musk talking about, I'm going to Mars, I'm going to Mars. And his timeline is 2035. So he would be 65 years old when he goes to Mars. What type of 65-year-old man do you know that's gonna be like, yeah, take me to a planet that barely has any oxygen, that barely has any cool, livable shit, that like, your chances of, like, when you hit your 60s, I'm pretty sure you kind of want to relax and retire. Like most people move to fucking Florida or go to Hawaii or go to a beach or just go somewhere you can sit on the porch and drink margaritas all day. The idea that he wants to go to Mars when he's 65 just seems like the biggest hoax, bullshit, con artist, scam I've ever fucking heard of in my life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, another thing. I've been watching comedians in cars getting coffee with Jerry Seinfeld. And man, you know, the freedoms that comics have or used to have or sometimes have to just say what they want is such a cool thing. And I definitely think being funny and having sense of humor is the absolute best way through life. Like today I had some crypto dude tell me, have fun staying poor. I was like, poor? What are you talking about? I have like $400 in my bank account and 3 packs of cigarettes, man. I am rich. Sure, I got a car payment and insurance payment coming up in like 2 weeks or 10 days. I ain't that worried about it, you know? I feel rich. I got a rainbow. I live in the best city in America, possibly the world, in my opinion. I got some super cool, talented friends. I got super hilarious family. Asteroid Fight Club is amazing nonstop. I guess rich and poor is all a matter of perspective. I don't know, like, even if I had like $1 million, what would change? I guess I'd get a bed, an electric car, guitar, and a PS5. And then I'd probably have more women be like, hey, you're attractive. Which would probably only bring me problems. Man, I don't need no more problems. You know what I'm saying? Being planetary defense commander is hard enough. As it is. Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, my Christmas lights. My Christmas lights. Oh yeah, heck yeah, it is wonderful. Like I said, to me, it's always God's way of reminding us that God is around and that God is great and more magical than you or I will ever be. Hello, and I just want to say thank you again, Astro Fight Club. Y'all have just been super duper fantastic, awesome, amazing through all this. And I'm trying not to be too cocky. I'm trying to stay humble. But I was like, hey, y'all, when Jupiter goes into Pisces with Neptune, it's going to get super floody. And the crypto bros are going to have a difficult time hanging out with just Saturn because they were hanging out with Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. And so Jupiter was the one making the party awesome and big and fun and full of abundance. And they were like, we did all this, us and Mars. And Jupiter's like, what the fuck? Oh man, you guys are being dicks. I can't wait to get the fuck out of here. I can't stand being around you guys. Oh, I can't wait to get out of here. This is almost as bad as Capricorn. And then he moved into Pisces. It was like, woohoo. And then, like, I created digital money. I created PayPal. No one on the planet can tell me about digital money. I am the king of Mars, Elon Musk. I will take as many wives and as many severed heads as I want. I run your fucking planet. I was like, whoa, Elon, dude. You going through some shit, man? You know what I'm saying? Calm down. And then Bitcoiners were like, what the fuck? I can't believe Elon turned on us. I can't believe Elon is trolling us. I was like, what? Dude, do you not remember when he trolled everybody and said that the coronavirus cases were going to drop to 0 by April? Like, you didn't pay attention to that? You hadn't seen what's happening in India, what happened in America? So now you're like, oh my God, he's trolling us in our cryptocurrency. How could he do this? Well, man, you guys must not pay attention to details and shit, I guess. But I don't know. These are crazy days indeed. But they're definitely exciting. But we could use more fun. We'll see what happens. But I mean, I'm not taking you guys down off red alert status. You know, with the Saturn retrograde and the blood moon coming up. And that's gonna happen in Sagittarius. So some giant crazy shit may happen in my life I'm not prepared for. I did not see coming. We'll see what happens though. I love you, Rainbow. Rainbows are just so cool. And the thunder was amazing. Yeah, you've had some horrible torrential flooding happening in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Super bad shit. And there was a place in Texas that got like over 12 inches of rain. Yeah, but what's happening in Lake Charles is really bad. They keep getting hit hard again and again and again. Oh yeah, and so I don't know, I guess around like a week or so, the GFS is spinning up a tropical storm down by Guatemala that we'll have to watch. Personally, my Jedi sense says I don't think we're going to see anything major until the middle of June, but you know, I don't think it's best to just always go off my intuition. And so we will continue to watch. But with or without hurricanes, it's going to be floody. And so, yeah. Hello. Did you see the rainbow? So yeah, who knows what's gonna happen next? But it's definitely crazy. And it's gonna stay crazy. It's gonna get crazy. But it's best to have a sense of humor. And I highly recommend having faith in something bigger than you. And for me, that is God. Hey, I've been an asshole for the last week just because the energy's been driving me crazy. So apologize for being an asshole. But dude, sometimes I get frustrated when when I'm always trying to preach peace and people are like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna go to war." I'm like, "What? I don't know what to do. There's nothing I can do." Fine, fucking fight it out. It is. Yeah, it's super rainbow. Rainbows are so cool, man. And that's what, like, talk about me just always being kind of lucky. The fact that I have an apartment to where if I just step out of my porch, my when the rainbow shows up, it's always, whoa. It says here, hold on one second. Someone's trying to connect to my phone now through my YouTube, which is great. Hackers love me. That's what I'm saying. That is the one thing about being, I think I'm interesting. Not trying to brag, not trying to be an asshole, but I think I'm definitely interesting. I'm definitely funny. And at times it seems like for example, all the crypto coin guys are always like, it's going up, save it, hold it, keep it forever. So they're all always saying the exact same fucking thing. Every day, all day, the same thing. Like I said, if you join a group, a grand solar minimum or whatever, like you always have to kind of say what everybody else in your group is kind of saying. It's kind of like a hive mind thingy. Where like you can't be your own person. You got to just be like, hey man, here's what our group is saying. And so I love the fact that I like having my own opinion. Like I didn't hear too many people putting out warnings about the crypto fight happening when Jupiter went into Pisces with Neptune and left Aquarius all alone with Saturn. I didn't hear anybody else put out giant warnings like, hey man, it doesn't take a genius to put it together. If you get Jupiter, the expander, heading into Pisces, which is super water, and Neptune's already there, oh my God, water's gonna be a giant story after the 13th of May. And boom, both have happened. So like I said, I'm not too cocky. I'm still humble, but I like doing what I do. And then, for whatever reason, it gets a bunch of hackers or people are always like, we can't have that man out there having a third opinion other than the two that are always offered in any situation. So thank you again, Asteroid Fight Club. Thank you, God. Thank you, my own personal Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I want to say again, dude, Jesus Christ is the Prince of Peace and forgiveness. So you could always take away whatever you want to. And that is my takeaway. And I don't know if you're using Jesus to sell the end times or sell, it seems to be bad salesmanship. At the end of the day, yeah, peace and brotherhood. And we're all in this together. We're all children of God. And we're all really powerful in our own ways. Just like Jesus said, we were all given talents. Everybody was given different individual talents. And a lot of your life is about what do you do with your own talents? Do you make your families, your friends, your neighborhoods, the areas around you stronger, cooler, kinder? What do you do? And I'd like to thank God again that a few months that Jupiter was in Aquarius. And so the only real story that anybody was talking about was cryptocurrency. That was driving me crazy, man. It was driving me crazy, nuts. I'm like, yo, there are other subjects to talk about. It went from like everybody talking about Trump all the time to like everybody talking about Elon and crypto all the time. I'm like, y'all, can y'all not talk about more than one subject? Come on. Let's get back to being diversified individuals mentally like we were before 2015. But we're all much stronger now, definitely. And I think we're all willing to tolerate a whole lot less bullshit. It's like one thing, like I don't really argue with anybody anywhere. And another thing happened the other day before I was gonna go hang out with Apollo and the Beastmaster to help them with the garage sale. I went into Starbucks to get a Frappuccino. Well, I drove up. And so over here, they have a line where like you have to pull up from the outside if you have like 6 cars out. And so you're like kind of in traffic waiting to get in, and then you have to leave a space open so the cars that are pulling out pull out. And so there was like 8 of us in line, and I was the car at the space. And then someone just came and they cut right in front of me, and then like they kept their head turned. It was a blonde woman, and they kept their head turned the whole time. Like, I'm not even gonna look at you, even though I'm cutting in front of 5 people. I'm just gonna cut in front of all 5 of y'all. And I didn't even get mad. I was just like, whatever, dude. This is like, you didn't shoot me in a Walmart. You didn't fucking throw acid on my face because I didn't believe in the God, like I've become so much more. It's kind of like I've been saying, like when people insult me now, it's like, yo, dude, that shit just doesn't affect me. We have been through so much over the last 8 years. My tolerance for like the shit that bothers me compared to the shit that does not is just, the change over 8 years has been major. So I feel like at this point we should all be stronger. Now we're all waking up from these giant illusions that we've carried with us, and that'll probably continue for another year or two. But remember, there's so much we don't know about so many things. I'm grateful for this rainbow, for this day, for tomorrow. And so I want everybody to have a great night. I'll probably put up another video because the flood situation is really bad and the rain is just going to keep coming. But I've been in a weird mood for like 7 days. I can't make an edited video. But hopefully things will calm down. But don't expect lunar blood moon eclipse. But God bless all y'all. Everybody stay cool. And be cool, man. Try not to add any shittiness to all the shit. Even though I know that's difficult. And I am guilty of it sometimes as well. All right. I love you guys. Stay cool.